Hey there, gamers. Mark the Lone Gamer here, and we are back. Or at least someone else is back. And that is, of course, our Bosmer Ranger here, Velvetine Starbow, or V. V. I don't actually remember if I actually called her ever V. Well, she's been called Velve for short. I think I've called her V sometimes. So even before there was Cyberpunk 2077, or before that game was ever on my radar, I've already been in possession of a character named V, and that is this young lady. She is a Bosmer archer, a ranger, a mercenary, an adventurer of sorts. And her travels here in Skyrim
This
started...
is fun. People watching. They are crazy.
Yes. Started relatively a short time ago, based on this series. Velve, of course, as a Bosmer, she hails from the lands of the Bosmer. I guess it's somewhere Vardenfell, maybe, or I don't remember. But anyway, she came from beyond Skyrim. She came here looking for someone. Of course, that someone turned out to be Inigo. Or Blue, as Velve once likes to call him. As we learned throughout her early adventures here in Skyrim, this quarry of hers was someone who wronged her, and wronged her quite dearly. And we, of course, learned that eventually it was indeed Inigo who, in this case... What the hell? Really, I think this naked person thing, I don't think it's a bug. I think there's really a story or a character about this. I think
Sparks are fantastic. Ow! They hurt when they land in your eye, though.
I think this has something to do with that jealous husband. Anyway. Where were we? Oh, right. V. Now, in the case of this character in particular, Inigo did actually stab her in the back. So, yes, he actually did try to kill her, or at least hit her in the back with an arrow. And as we found out eventually throughout her adventure, throughout her conversations, throughout her monologues, we do know that her life was saved by a certain traveling cleric. And, well, eventually she does find Inigo. He finds him in Riften. But instead of killing him, she devises a more exquisite torture. Or revenge. He'll die in action, serving her. So she instead of killing him, she takes him as a follower. And well, as we've seen so far, Velve is not really that cruel. She's kind of warmed up to him since they joined. She's still a bit wary. Of course, she doesn't want to stand with him behind her while he has his bow. That's just, well, it's a bit of a trauma with her. But, well, she has other members of a crew to watch her back. Of course, we have Lydia, her first housecarl, and probably not her last. What is with your eyes? Alright, nothing wrong. And I think Velve has a bit of a crush on Lydia. It's kind of difficult not to get a crush on Lydia, especially with the mods that we have installed. She is gorgeous. And of course we have Ilya, our mage, whom Velve also has a bit of a crush on. I think Velve is a bit of a tomboy. I don't think she's really a lesbian. but she just finds other women beautiful and just is attracted to them. But she might go either way. Anyway, this is the makings of her mercenary company, and we'll probably get more followers as the episodes pile up. But for now, this is the current force, the current roster. And Velve has done well for herself. Ever since she came to Skyrim, she's gotten a lot stronger, a lot more powerful.
Look
And
at all these sparks I am
she
making.
went to the College of Winterhold and learned a different aspect of herself, that she has powers. And before, she thought that she did not have any talent for magic except for the most basic spells. But it turns out that she actually is supposedly a mystic archer. So now she, well, it's kind of strange, you'd think, for an archer to walk around with no bow, because she now uses exclusively a bound bow, the spell, because it has some perks for her. So we've put some perks into conjuration. She's a really good archer at this point. Really good sneaker. Speech is good. Whereas, yes, conjuration. So went down this tree. So basically this tree gives bound weapons, excuse me, additional properties. So she can banish, conjure Daedra, turn undead, deal extra damage. She can actually cast Soul Trap with bound bow automatically. And her bound weapons are actually called mystic weapons, which explains why she is called a mystic archer. So they deal more damage. And more powerful property is Void Burn. So she brands victims with unholy energy for 5 seconds. So it halts magicka and stamina regeneration and drains those points. And it also can cause magic damage if she drains their magicka and stamina completely. So that's, I've actually not seen this as much. There's still a lot of other Alright, there's a few more perks that we can get. But I don't think they're as strong as what we already have. And in her archery, I think what we have Lion's Arrow, which puts magic, stores spells into her arrows. So she really is a mystic archer, a magic archer. So, yeah. And the thing is, I stopped this series, or at least put it on hold, at just episode 50. She's level 43. She's not even level 50 yet. There's a lot more to this character. She has a lot more to do. We've barely explored all of Skyrim. We have a ton more quests to do. I mean, we've finished the college quest line, but there are other quests we can do. I don't think she's a bit of a thief. She's not a thief. So I do not think that the Thieves Guild will be a place where she'd go. Neither is the companions. I mean, there's more than enough exploration and combat heavy missions and quests without having to join those guilds. And I don't want to do the Civil War quest line for her either. But yeah, we'll most probably continue on with her questing, gaining more power, gaining more prestige as a mercenary, and probably setting up a headquarters for her company. So she's might be kind of similar uh, to Daniel in that she's amassing a group, but she doesn't have the hang-ups with Thalmor, and she's not quite as larcenous or ruthless as he is. So she's self-serving, but she's good at heart. And at this point, they're going to go westward. She wants to collect the reward from Morthal, something that she left hanging quite a long time ago. And she's, of course, heading for Reachwater Rock so she can reforge the Golder Amulet, which she perceives as something that will give her ultimate power. Probably not, and she'll probably be disappointed, but, well, maybe not, maybe, but we'll see. In any case, yeah, the last time that we saw Velve in action was a year ago, and I have to apologize to the viewers who really enjoyed her adventures. I really enjoyed her adventures. I loved voicing this character. I loved her interactions. I love the Archer gameplay, that she will always be a bit squishy, even at high levels, because she is not a tank. She has to be always on her toes. She has to be ready to run, ready to dodge.
This is stress relieving.
And yeah, the battles with enemies will be large skirmishes with large numbers of foes, and that should be something that's really entertaining to watch, because Skyrim really is pretty fun to watch when there are lots of enemies on screen. So yeah, as I said in the community tab, we are going to see more Velve shortly. I will continue this character alongside our other main series. I mean, it was a main series before, but we just sidelined it, and, well, hopefully we will fix that very soon. Just watch out for Starbow. New episodes are coming, and I hope that for those who haven't checked out the series, please check it out so you can get up to speed on the adventures of our Bosmer Ranger Mystic Archer, because her story is only just beginning.